Hi guys, my name is Shinmay Shankar Sharma, currently studying first year MBBS in Guwahati Medical College and Hospital. So this is my first video. In this video, I am going to discuss the important diagrams of sexual reproduction in flowering plant. So basically, the biology is full of diagrams. So obviously, not all diagrams are important. There are some very important diagrams. So I am going to make a playlist of chapter-wise important diagrams of NEET biology. So what happened? There are many questions that generally asked from the diagram, and we are going to decode the diagrams. What are the important things that we should keep in mind about the diagrams, and what are the important extract of the diagrams? So I'm going to make a playlist about the chapter-wise important diagrams. So keep patience. Hope you guys like this video, and please do subscribe to my channel for more such video. I'm going to make more such type of videos in this channel. So do subscribe and hit the bell icon. And I am from Assam, but I make this video in Indian English so that the students from outside Assam can also understand. But if you are from Assam and you know Assamese, so তুমি অসমীয়াত কমেণ্ট দিব পাৰিবা, কিবা সুধিব লাগি থাকিলে অসমীয়াতে সুধিব পাৰিবা, মই নিশ্চয় ৰিপ্লাই দিবলৈ চেষ্টা কৰিম. So in this video we will be discussing the figure of the reproduction in flowering plant. So in the figure 2.3 there are the three images. Here the diagram C is not so important, but diagram A and diagram B are the important one. Let's see how. In the diagram A, it is the transverse section of an anther. Now for example, this is an anther, then this will be the transverse section. In this figure here, this one and this one, these are the four macrosporangium. Now here the important is the sequence of the wall layer from outside to inside or from inside to outside. The first is the epidermis, then the endothecium, then the middle layer, then the tapetum, and in the innermost the sporogenous tissue. This sequence is important. It can be asked as A, B, C, D. Okay. Now another one important point is the sporogenous tissue. This sporogenous tissue developed to the microspore mother cell. Then microspore mother cell develop the macrospore, and the macrospore later developed to the male gametophyte or the pollen grain. Okay. Now diagram B. Diagram B is the enlarged view of the wall layer of microsporangium. Here also the sequence is important. This is the epidermis first, then the endothecium, then the middle layer, then the tapetum, and the innermost the macrospore mother cell. Okay, this is the important. Now in the figure 2.5 the two diagram. Here the A enlarged view of a pollen grain. It is not so important, but the B stages of a microspore maturing into a pollen grain is important. First of all, there is a difference between the microspore and the pollen grain. Actually, pollen grain are the male gametophyte, and the pollen grain are the mature microspore. Microspore get matured and they become pollen grain or male gametophyte. Among this diagram, this is the important. Here can be given as A or B to identify which one which. The A is this is the vegetative cell, and the B, this is the generative cell. Vegetative cell has large cytoplasm and a comparatively large nuclei. There is a dense cytoplasm, and the cytoplasm is more in compared to the generative cell. This diagram is important. Okay. Now in the figure 2.7 here four diagram. Among the photo, the diagram is so easy. It's just stigma, style, ovary, and the thalamus. Okay. Now diagram B, C, and D. The diagram B, C, and D is really important. Now if you see the diagram B and C, then it looks like simple one. But if you see the description of diagram B and C, let's see. The diagram B, multicarpillary syncarpus pistilla pepivara, and the C, a multicarpillary apocarpus gynosium of mycelia. Now the question can be asked as pepivara pepivara is this. Option A, multicarpillary syncarpus, then option B, multicarpillary apocarpus, then polycarpillary. This can be given. Now for the diagram C, this type of question can be asked. Again, another question can be framed as pepivara and mycelia are respectively. Then the option will be given as multicarpillary syncarpus, then multicarpillary apocarpus, this type. Okay. So the diagram B and C are important. Now the diagram D. In the diagram D, the identification is the important. First of all, it is an anthropos ovule. There are many types of ovule: anthropos, orthotropos, hemitropos. But this is an anthropos ovule. Then the identification that this is the hilum, then this is the funicle, then microbile, then micropolar end, then the outer integument, inner integument, then the nucellus, then the embryosic. The identification is important. It can be asked. Okay. Now, in the figure 2.8, there are many diagrams. But among all these, the diagram C, that is a mature embryosic. This is important. First of all, this is the salazar end and this is the microvillar end. Okay. Now there are 3 cells in the salazar end, and all the 3 are known as antibodal cells. Okay. Now microvillar end have also 3 cells, but among the 3, these 2 are the synergids and this is the egg cell. These 2 are the polar nuclei, and this is actually a cell. This is known as central cell. Okay. This can be given to identify. Okay. Now this is known as filiform apparatus. This is the filiform apparatus. Important. Filiform apparatus secretes some chemical which attract the pollen tube. The pollen tube, for example, this is a pollen tube. This pollen tube will become as follows. This pollen tube. Now, the filiform apparatus secretes some chemical which attract the pollen tube towards the synergids. Okay, important. Now, in the figure 2.12, the diagram A and B, these are not so important. The diagram C also not so important. But the diagram D and diagram E are important. Look how. Now, in the diagram D and E, the description, the enlarged view of an egg apparatus showing entry of pollen tube into a synergid. This line, the entry of pollen tube into the synergid is important. The pollen tube is entered into the synergid and release the male gamete. Now, in the diagram E, discharge of male gamete into a synergid and the movement of the sperms, one into the egg and other into the central cell. This is also important. Among the 2 male gamete, the one will be combined with the egg and another will combine with the central cell. This is the important. Okay. Now, in the figure 2.13, there the important one is this diagram. Okay. This can be given in question to identify. This is the suspensor, then this is the radicle, these 2 are the cotyledon, then this is the plumule. Another question can be asked to sequence the stages of maturation of an embryo. For example, this is zygote, this is the first, then the globular embryo second, then the heart-shaped embryo third. Another one is horseshoe shape. Here, another one stage is here, horseshoe shape, which is not given in NCERT but important. And the 5th stage is the mature embryo. Okay, this can be give to sequence the stages: zygote, globular embryo, heart-shaped embryo, then horse-shaped embryo, then mature embryo. Okay, this is important. Now in the figure 2.14, both the diagram are important. Here in the diagram A typical dicot embryo, it can be given to identify. This is the plumule, these 2 are the cotyledon, then this is the hypocotyle, this is the radicle, and this is the root cap. It can be given to identify. And diagram B is equally important. This is the scutellum, then this is the coleoptile, this is the shoot apex, this is the epiblast, important epiblast, this is the radicle, this is the root cap, and this is the coleoregia, coleoptile and the coleoregia. These are the important. Okay. Now here there are many diagrams, but among this diagram is given in class 11 NCERT. Okay, and this is important, especially here. This is known as eluron layer. Okay, eluron layer, it is a proteinous layer and triploid, 3D triploid layer, proteinous layer known as eluron layer. Important. This is the pericarp, this is the endosperm, this is the scutellum, this is the scutellum. In the scutellum here, this is the coleoptile, this is the plumule and the radicle and the coleoregia. This is important. These are not so important. And thank you. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.